Hey, good evening, everyone repping USA, Canada, International, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, YouTuber, creator, host with the most, misunderstood lonely nomad, and of course, unstoppable independent podcaster and rookie podcaster from Laurelton, Queens, New York. And you're rocking and hanging with the 192nd episode of Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York podcast, a space for comedy, for various topics and entertaining news, music news, real life stuff, and of course, sometimes a little mental health and a little bit of mass transit on the side as well. And I do apologize for not recording last night. I was very tired from a long day of work and stuff, so I had to actually give myself a rest so I could be fully energized for you folks out there that's actually, not only listening but also in the YouTube universe that's also watching as well. Now, if you're new to the channel and you missed any previous episodes whatsoever, don't worry. Every single episode is uploaded and posted to the YouTube channel page of G Money Stacks 555 is where you subscribe to and tap that noni bell so you can be reminded when the show goes in the air via live stream. Leave a like and a comment along with the episodes, and of course, more video content, upcoming episodes, and previous episodes whatsoever. Um, and also catch up on the episodes that you missed on the YouTube channel so you don't miss a beat. I know many of you may haven't really been catching up on the episodes and stuff due to life related stuff, but you know do what you can, you know what I'm saying, so that way you'll be able to get an idea on the topics that's going to be discussed. And of course, I'll be glad to break that down in a second and chatting on the jazz in a second. But first, let's get into a little thing that I like to call a little mental. Hold on a second. That's not it. Hold on a second. That's not it. A little thing that I like to call mental checking, man. Let's do this. All right. You know the routine of this segment right here. It's basically about your well-being and of course myself as well. Now, how I'm feeling mentally, physically, and spiritually, you ask. Um, for the most part, I'm really trying to, you know, hang in there despite the little dislocation of my left shoulder when I fainted, but I'm still taking it one day at a time. So, you know, it is what it is. Physically, I am um I was exhausted yesterday, but today I don't feel exhausted today. So I'm feeling good right now. I got a little water on me and stuff. And yeah, and for the most part, spiritually, I'm getting there. So there you have it right there, a little mental health check-in. And by the way, folks, if you are following this podcast on Instagram, and this is on the side of myself, it's the Instagram live feed. Make sure you turn on your notifications to find out when each episode is going to be dropping. Now, as the schedule goes, is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And also, if you'd like to make a charitable donation to support this podcast right here, you can donate it to my Cash App, which is G Money Stacks 555. That's $ capital G, lowercase MONEY, 555. Yeah. So there you have it right there. You don't have to have a lot of money to show more support. It's all about doing the best you can on whatever amount of money you are comfortable with will be appreciated. And of course, and of course, um, hope y'all ready to get into a little thing. First and foremost, we need to get into some hang on a second here. We need to get to a little bit of mass transit news talk. So um we're gonna get into this right now actually. So hold on a second. Give me 1 second. Um yeah. So hold on a second. Now, okay, let's get into this right now, man. Let's go. New York Mass Transit Files right here. Here we go. All right, first and foremost, I've been saving the story for quite some time though, and this is pertaining to a New York City yellow taxi driver who was basically beaten to a fucking pulp in Queens. Here's what's happening. A New York City taxi driver was killed early Saturday in Queens when he chased down passengers who tried to rob him, police said. Kutin um Giima, age 52, married, father of four young kids, was dropping off the five people around 6:30 a.m. at Beach 54th Street and Arvern Boulevard in the Rockaways when the senseless violence unfolded. Damn. He ran after the group to confront them when at least one of the passengers took a swing at the cabbie, sending him flying to the street, where he cracked his head near Arvern Playground, police said. Damn. The would-be thieves then took off toward Beach Channel Driver. Security footage obtained by the Post from a nearby bodega deli from the block shows. Responding officers found the Bronx man lying in the roadway near a playground about a half block away with trauma to the back of his head, the NYPD said. He was pronounced dead at St. John's Hospital. This is a poor, hardworking man. How can you leave your home and not return? This is outrageous. We are angry. We are in disbelief. We want justice, said Fernando Mateo of the New York State Federation of Taxi Drivers. These murderers must be caught, and we are offering a 15,000 reward. All funeral expenses will be covered by the owners of Big Apple Taxi Fleet Management, where Mr. Giima worked, he said. NYPD Commissioner Keechant Sewell, and she assured us that the NYPD will find those responsible. He added. Giima's widow Abigail, with whom he shares kids ages 3, 5, 7, and 8, was speechless, crying, wailing, said Mateo. Every time she looks at the pictures on the wall, she breaks down. A GoFundMe for the family had raised more than $17,000 by Saturday afternoon. Although the worst days of the slamdemic, he was one of the few who still drove a cab to provide support for our city and its citizens, according to the online fundraiser. A city hall spokesman called Giima's killing not only devastating but unacceptable. We extend our deepest condolences to the victim's family, friends, and coworkers during this painful time, and we will work diligently to bring all people responsible to justice. Wild Wild West out here. This world is crazy, man, and it's happening everywhere," said one daily customer. People are getting shot on the train and getting robbed, killed, slashed. It's the Wild Wild West out here. Police sources said the deadly beating was caught on video, although the NYPD did not immediately confirm that. Um, Mateo told the Post he planned to hold a news briefing Sunday with the victim's family and a sea of yellow cab drivers in attendance. The last crime related death of a yellow taxi driver was in July 2019 when a driver got out of his vehicle in the Bronx and was run over by the cab as he chased a passenger who stolen his backpack, Mateo said. In July 1997, a 65-year-old yellow taxi driver was shot dead in an apparent robbery on the east side. The incident occurred in the 101st precinct, where major crimes are down 5% in 2022 through August 7th compared to the same time last year. But burglaries are up 11%, grand larcenies climbed 15%, car thefts jumped 18%, and the number of shooting victims has climbed by 29%, NYPD data shows. Man, this is crazy, man. Um, let's see what else we have here. Oh, MCA related news, of course. Let's get into it. Yeah. All right, hold on a minute here. Um, hang on a second. All right, so let's see. All right, so MC's lowest rated subway stations are cavins of fear for commuters. Well, let's get into this right now. The subway stations uptown are on the fast track of hell. A group of dirty and troubled train stops in Upper Manhattan and in the Bronx were ranked Monday as the five lowest rated of New York City's 472 subway stations, according to the MTA's latest rider survey. The worst ranked station in the system is the number two and and three train station at West 110th Street, which had just a 19% satisfaction rating as strap hangers ripped it for its lack of personal security and cleanliness. And the disturbing number of people behaving erratically, the survey said. Um, One writer told the Post the problems there were impossible to miss. End quote. I once got called a name and then spat on in the face. An Upper West Sider named Emily, age 39, recalled Monday as she waited for the train at the station. Hmm. Hang on a second. Hang on. Hang on one second. Yes, I told the conductor, and he was like, "Well, do you want me to call the police and they'll come talk to you?" She said. I was like, "No, I'm going to get on the train. I'm not going to stay here." Um, so a little chart that's on the New York Post website. It says the five worst subway stations as rated by riders. The 191st Street number one train. Um, so let's see. So we have 29% riders satisfied. Biggest issues is the homelessness and people behaving erratically. And then you have the 121st Street, the 2 and 3 trains, 29% riders satisfied. Biggest, yeah. They all say the same thing. Same with Third Avenue and 149th Street, 2 and 5 trains. Of course, same with homelessness and people behaving erratically. You have Eastern Parkway, um, Brooklyn Museum, the 2 and 3 lines. Um, 91% riders satisfied. 80, 87% are happy with the cleanliness. 79% with personal security. 116th Street, the 6 train, obviously 29% riders satisfied. Homelessness and people behaving erratically. And the same goes with Central Park North and with 110th Street, the 2 to 3 train lines. 19% said the same thing with homelessness and people behaving erratically. Marjorie, age 51, a school worker from Westchester, said of the problems at the Harlem station. It gets worse every day. I don't take trains at certain hours, she said. The troubled plague station lists bottom 5 are rounded out by the stops at East 116th Street in East Harlem, 3rd Avenue, 149th Street in the South Bronx, West 25th Street in Harlem, and 191st Street in Washington Heights. Each had an overall satisfaction rate of 29%. Transit official said. Hold on a minute. Um, all right. At the 3rd Avenue, 149th Street, number 2 and 5 train stop, a major major hub serving over 11,000 riders per day. Just 12% of strap hangers surveyed said they were satisfied with the state of homelessness in the station, the MTA reported. Hold on, let me give a shout out to the people that just came in. Um, Hold on a second. This says Aspen, Aspen main Aspen main ingredient, and the no and the Nola. Hold on, the Nola Roll Experience podcast. Yeah, thank you for viewing this. You're welcome to chime in on the topics that's going to be discussed. If you are, even if you're not a New Yorker, don't worry about that. If you if you hear any topics that kind of sparks your mind or whatever you want to chime in, go ahead and chime in on the Instagram live feed comment section, and also do the same with YouTube. All right. Um, I'll go over your thoughts on what you think about the topics. So there you have it right there. All right. Up next, um, Tasha Wells, age 48, shook her head um a resounding no when asked by the Post if she felt safe at the Bronx Transit Hub. And in quote, there's people on the train passing out or they want to cut you. They are crazy, said Wells, a Bronx woman who works as a guard in Manhattan. It's scarier when there's no cops. But Wells said she has given up on the city taking any action to address the problem. They really don't care as long as we keep working, she said. The MTA survey found just 26% satisfaction with personal security at West 25th Street. It's very much keep your arm on your belongings, explained Diamond Martinez, age 29, as she waited for the train at the station. Martinez says she sees a lot of drugs, including paraphernalia and people using. Yeah, that's ridiculous, man. I'm kind of scared when I walk by. People will talk to me or ask me for money, she said. Lately, when you say no to people, they react kind of bad. It's so scary. The top rated stations, meanwhile, are concentrated in Brooklyn. Surveyors at Eastern Parkway, Brooklyn Museum Station in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, reported 91% satisfaction, followed by 80% satisfaction at Wilson Avenue in Bushwick, Brooklyn. Um, 86% at Gun Hill Road in the Bronx, and 85% at East 96th Street in Manhattan and Beverly Road in Brooklyn. Riders at the highly rated stations express high rates of satisfaction with both security and cleanliness, the MTA said. And look, let me just say a little something here, man. Um, as I previously stated, I stopped taking the train a long time ago, knowing that the shit and look and look, certain certain areas in certain borough regions and stuff end up being worse. And I'm not gonna say exactly, but at the same time, like, when are these slashings going to fucking stop? And it's not even it's not even just the paraphernalia. It's more like the stabbings that's going on. You know, people getting beat up to the pulp for no reason. And I'm a New Yorker too, and that's very disappointing for me to see in the New York Post website. And and another thing, I actually had to have a talk. Had a talk with somebody actually. Um, Hold on, let me put myself on here. I actually had to have a talk with somebody who said that crime is down, but you have to understand that we're talking we're talking August, September, and October, which is what we're in right now. Crime hasn't been down for that long, and I'm not fucking stupid. I'm not fucking stupid at all, which is kind of, you know, it's scary for me, and that's why I didn't really go to Brooklyn this weekend because I had to work. So there was no way I was gonna be able to make it over there because I don't know Best Eye very well. So you know what I'm saying. So that's why I didn't go meet up with I didn't go to the event this past Saturday because of you know, the trains be acting up on the weekends. So um yeah, so the point I'm trying to make here is look, man, it gets worse every fucking day. Like, you know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm you understand what I'm saying? Crime is not down all the way for that long. It's gonna go up eventually. You know what I'm saying? It's not just Brooklyn, it's not just Queens, it's not just Manhattan, and it's also happening in the Bronx as well, which is crazy. And we need to stop blaming the media for everything, man. And you know, and I hear this all the time with certain motherfuckers who like to blame the media for everything. There's certain media company outlets that's actually, you know, you know, doing their best to get stories. It's not just about the juicy headlines of gossip. It's more about, like, you know, what's going on in their hoods. Like New York, for example. Certain areas of New York is getting fucking terrorized. Like, you got homeless people that's like fucking acting very wild right now. And the whole paraphernalia thing kind of fucking disturbing. And I think not only there's gotta be more security and more police officers, but I think, you know, certain people, like including the mayor, need to come up with some new solutions and stuff. And I know he's doing his best and stuff, but you know, you got to get more teams on you know, train stations, more security, more cops, because people want to feel safe, man. And they're not feeling safe at all with all these slashings and beatings and all the other shit. So let's try to not only talk to, you know, the state or wherever, but do your best. You feel what I'm saying? Do the best you can to actually, you know, help out the commuter system of the subways and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just do the best you can. That's all I gotta say right here, man. No further statements. And of course, we need to talk about the D train. We need to talk about the D train, man. Yeah, the D train is like the worst. Hold on. Let's talk about that shit too, man. Let's talk about that shit too, man. The D train. Yes. I ain't forget that. All right, here's what we have here. And this is from AMNY. This is from AM New York, the website. So here we are right here. So um so the strap hangers gave the D an F. New York City subway riders scored the D train the worst in the system, with only 40% of commuters saying they were happy with the line, according to the survey. The A, C, and E line were a three-way tie for the second worst place at 41% are very satisfied, according to a spring questionnaire of riders released by the Metropolitan Transportation Authority Monday. Nancy Gomez, D train from 205th Street in the Bronx to Midtown Manhattan and back for work daily, agreed with the survey result. Every day there's delays on that train, said Gomez, as she boarded an Uptown D train at 42nd Street Tuesday. Oh my gosh. Another writer shared her assessment, but said that the line is not unique with its issues. There's always something on the train, but it's not just the D train, said Tia Smith. On the more positive side, the L train topped the survey list at 53% satisfaction, followed by the G train, 52%, the Q train, 51%, and the number 7 train, 50%, excluding the shuttles at 42nd Street, Franklin Avenue, and the Rockaways, along with the Staten Island Railway, which tended to score above 60%. Interesting. The L and the number 7 lines both have more reliable trains due to their modernized automated signaling systems known as communications based control, train control, or CBTC. Um, yes, subway rider satisfaction overall was 48%, coming in better for buses at 63% for local, limited, and select bus routes, and 76% on express buses. MTA's paratransit service Access a ride notched a 61% satisfaction rate. Our North Star is improving and maintaining focus on customer satisfaction, said New York City Transit President Richard Davey in a September 19th statement. And quote, we take feedback seriously and want all our customers to feel confident that they will experience reliable and safe service every time they take subways and buses. The twice yearly survey collected responses between June 14th to the 27th from some 175,000 riders of the subways, 47,000 on the bus, and 3,500 on Access a Ride. Well, um, yeah, this is crazy. Um, Transit officials are focusing upgrades to the least reliable lines by raising outdated speed limits for A trains and prioritizing new signals on other lettered lines like the B, D, F, and M trains. The worst rated subway systems were all uptown or in the Bronx, with Central Park North at 110th Street on the numbers 2 and 3 lines getting a meager 19%, meager 19% approval, with respondents citing security, people behaving erratically, homelessness, and cleanliness for the low grade. On the same line, Eastern Parkway Brooklyn Museum got the best marks at 91%, followed by Wilson Avenue on the L train, Gun Hill Road on the number 5 and 96th Street, and Beverly Road on the Q. Many of these are newer or have recently been renovated, according to MTA's acting chief customer officer Shanifa Riera. Subway riders rated security in trains and stations as their top concerns, along with people behaving erratically, reliable service, and unhoused New Yorkers taking shelter in the system. Bus riders, meanwhile, prioritize wait times and reliability as their important drivers. The the rider favorite buses were nearly all in Manhattan and predominantly on MTA Select Bus service lines, with the M86 SBS, which stands for Select Bus Service, topping the charts at 91%, followed by the M79 SBS, the M104, and the Q70 SBS, and the M31. The worst rated bus lines were all in the boroughs beyond Manhattan, with the Q55 at the bottom of the ranking at 44%, followed by the B14. Damn. And the S40/90 and the BX40 and the B7. Wow. Wow. Ain't that some shit? Holy shit cakes, man. Oh man. That's crazy. Let me see. Let me see if there's anything else that I need to talk about here. Oh, okay, let's get into okay, let me see. Let me see what else. Um, Wait a minute here. Wait. Okay, let me see what else. Okay, what else? All right, let's get into chatting all the jazz, shall we? Chatting all the jazz. Let's go. All right. All right. So, um, before I get to the firefighter thing, let me just get into the passing of Coolio. Um, okay. So Coolio's according to TMZ, um the story goes like this. Coolio's talent manager Sheila Finnegan tells TMZ, "We are saddened by the loss of our dear friend and client Coolio, who passed away Wednesday afternoon. He touched the world with the gift of his talent and will be missed profoundly. Please have Coolio's loved ones in your thoughts and prayers." Around around This was around 2:30 a.m. and 6:47 p.m. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ no drugs or par- drug paraphernalia were found at the scene of Coolio's death. An autopsy and toxicology tests will be used to determine an official cause of death. Um, Around 6:24 p.m., law enforcement tells TMZ Paramedics were called to a house in Los Angeles around 4 p.m. for a medical emergency, and there, when they got there, they pronounced Coolio dead. We're told police have opened a death investigation, but as of right now, there does not appear to be any signs of foul play. Of course, obviously, Coolio died Wednesday in Los Angeles, TMZ has learned. The rapper who achieved enormous success in the 90s was visiting a friend late Wednesday afternoon when he passed away. Coolio's longtime manager, Juarez, um, Jarez, whatever his name is pronounced, says Coolio went to the bathroom at his friend's house, but when he didn't come out after a while, the friend kept calling for him and eventually went in and found Coolio laying on the floor. We're told the friend called EMTs who arrived and pronounced Coolio dead on the scene, and Jarez tells us the paramedics suspect he suffered cardiac arrest. An official cause of death has not been determined. Coolio, whose real name is Artist Leon Ivy Jr., came up on the LA rap scene in the late 80s, but blew up nationally in 1995 when he released Gangsta's Paradise for the soundtrack of Michelle Pfeiffer's film Dangerous Minds. I'm sure everybody knows about the movie Dangerous Minds, right? The song reached number 1 and stayed there for 3 weeks. While Paradise became his signature hit, Coolio has several others, including 1994's Fantastic Voyage, which hit number 3 on the Billboard's Hot 100, as well as 1, 2, 3, 4, Something New, and it's all the way live now. Coolio was 59. Rest in power to Coolio. All right. And other crazy sudden news. We have the FDNY firefighter who seriously injured battering a Staten Island blaze is expected to make a full recovery, officials said. The announcement came Saturday afternoon during a news briefing outside the quarters of Engine Co. 153 Ladder Co. 77 in Stapleton. While his injuries were serious, we are very lucky thanks to the swift work of our firefighters, members of EMS, and all of the residents at the Staten Island Burn Center, FDNY Commissioner Laura Kavanaugh said. Fire officials did not properly name the injured firefighter who was battling flames at a home at 77 Gary Court in Bull's Head Friday night when he lost control of the hose nozzle, It knocked off his face mask, causing him to inhale superheated smoke that burned his esophagus, the FDNY said. The firefighter was taken to Staten Island University Hospital North, where hospital workers immediately intubated him, FDNY Chief John Hodges said Saturday afternoon. He's still intubated at this time, though I saw him about an hour ago. He's sitting up in bed, awake, and he's doing much better. And of course, firefighters brought the 8:30 p.m. blaze under control in an hour. Marshals determined the fire was an accident caused by an electrical power strip, Kavanaugh said. That's some scary shit, man. That is some scary shit, though, man. You know what I mean? All right, what's next on the agenda of this episode? Let's see. Um, okay, shall we get into? All right, let's get into Jamie Foxx. Let's get into Jamie Foxx. Yeah, it's yeah, we need to get into that shit right now, man. Hold on a second, man. Let's see. Let me see. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Jamie Foxx goes in on DJ Akademiks. Let's see what's going on here in this story. Let's see what's going on in the story though. Let's see. Yes. Um. All right. Jamie Foxx seems to be unhappy with an unnamed podcaster, and fans are scratching their heads trying to figure out who it is. Taking to his Instagram stories on Tuesday, September 27th, the actor, comedian, and singer appeared to voice his upset over a certain podcaster. Just because they got a podcast, don't make them a philosopher. The actor wrote, just because they got a loud fucking mouth, don't make them the voice of the people. Hmm. A majority of fans believe the comments were targeting DJ Akademiks, who's received a good amount of backlash this past week, after he labeled some of the hip hop's pioneers, dusty, and questioned whether any of them were even living good. LL Cool J, Scorpio of Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, MC Sharrock, Van Silk, and the Sugar Hill Gang's Hen Dog were but a few of the rap architects who criticized academics for his offensive comments. Needless to say, many think Jamie Foxx was merely joining in on the ongoing criticism. However, some fans believe Fox's comments could be directed at Nori or Joe Budden, though the latter would be strange considering Budden recently referred to Fox as potentially the most talented man on the planet alongside Chris Brown. Fox's rant comes shortly after Academics was forced to respond to his dusty comments, saying on his most recent off the record podcast episode that the statement were made because he feels the old generation has failed the youth. Okay, that's a little wrong on that. That's a little stupid and wrong on this one though. I feel like the last generation, multiple generations of hip hop artists has failed the new generation, he said. Um that's why I think it's the blind leading the blind. That's why I don't think older artists should be criticizing or really have any leg to stand on, even if y'all call yourself pioneers to criticize how new artists are moving. He also addressed the controversy on Twitter where he fired back at Ebro and fellow Hot 97 host Peter Rosenberg, who both condemned his remarks on air earlier this week. Um, that nigga Ebro called me out on Hot 97. Dog, stop all that pretentious shit. My nigga, he wrote, you niggas fake. I emailed you when I was nobody. You curved me because I fuck with Charlemagne. Now y'all doing now y'all doing think pieces and challenges about me. Kick rocks, nigga. Keep black blind artists at Apple Music. Any industry nigga hating on me is cause I ain't kissed the ring or bow down before I got into this shit. They all mad. They gotta deal with me. Now just remember academics ain't the last. Everyone influential in hip hop media coming via the internet. There's a lot more to come. In other Jamie news, the 54-year-old recently wrapped on promoting his new Netflix film Day Shift, which stars him and his close friend Snoop Dogg. During the film's red carpet event, Snoop gifted his co-star of Death Row Chain to celebrate his career, the film, and their long-lasting partnership. For this day to come to here for us to see him bloom is special, Fox said in part after receiving the chain. To see him kicking ass in this movie as an actor. And at the same time, anybody can tell you Snoop is the ambassador of grace, entertainment, and fun. Anytime you say Snoop Doggy Dog, your soul lights up. So for this moment right here, it means everything, my dude. Wow. Um, that's pretty dope, man. Let me make some noise. Let's make some noise for Jamie Foxx and Snoop Dogg, especially on the Day Shift movie, and of course, you know, defending himself on what DJ Akademiks said and stuff. So it was kind of crazy what he said though, but yeah, yeah. So let's make some noise. All right, let me see. What else can we talk about here? All right, okay, Quavo and Takeoff. Quavo and Takeoff up next. Um, let's get into it. All right. Um, let me see how much time we got here. All right, we good. All right, so according to the source website, of course, only built for Infinity Links, the highly anticipated joint album by Quavo and Takeoff is now available via Quality Control Music Group, Motown Records. The new release brings in Mustard, Young Boy Never Broke Again, Young Thug, Gunna, Summer Walker, Birdman, and Gucci Mane for features to pair with production from DJ Darrell. Murder Beats, damn, Buddha Beats, Money Music, oh man, and more. Um, we wanted to pay tribute to some of the best rap duos of all time with this album and remind the culture that we're really one of them, said Quavo, Raekwon, and Ghostface, Outkast, The Throne, and now Quavo and Takeoff. Takeoff added, this is a no skips type of album. We wanted it to play through like a live show. We come in strong and then bring you on a journey. Definitely knew we had to bring out icons only for the features. Of course, yes. And of course you can check out their music, which is on Spotify right now. And here the track hold on, and here are the track listings for this actually. So you have two Infinity Links, Tony Stark's Hotel Lobby, Uncle Few, Bars and Captions, See About It featuring Mustard, to The Bone featuring Never Young Boy Never Broke Again, Not Out, Chocolate featuring Young Thug and Gunna, 2.30, and Look at This. So go check that out on Spotify and wherever you get your music. Okay, up next. Let me see. All right, up next. Let me see what else we got here. Hope I ain't missing anything. Let me make sure I don't miss anything. Um, yeah. So let's get into Warner Brothers Discovery massive layoffs here. Let's get into that. Unfortunately, Warner Brothers is laying off some people. Let's get into Deadline. Um, Another wave of Warner Brothers Discovery post merger layoff is coming. We hear multiple divisions of the merged company will be impacted, with Warner Brothers Television Group considered a main target. The staff reductions are expected this week, as soon as and likely Tuesday. Speculation about the imminent downsizing started spreading like wildfire Monday morning. Reps for WBD and WBTVG declined comment. The numbers of layoffs is unclear, but appears to be substantial. The HBO/HBO Max programming operation in August laid off 14 people, 14% of staff, and 70 people, the vast majority of them on the Max side, with the areas of Max nonfiction originals, international acquisitions, casting, and live action family originals as the most heavily impacted. Oh wait, there's more. Like with HBO Max, the WBTVG cuts are expected to be accompanied by structural changes spearheaded by Chairman Channing Dungey. A new world of WBD, which is Warner Brothers Discovery layoffs, was expected in the fall, as the goal has been for the cuts to be over before the start of the holiday season. So this is not a surprise. Everyone was given financial targets going into Q4. A corporate insider told Deadline those targets include headcounts and other, and October was always the expectation for the axe to fall. Content wise, the most significant overlap between Discovery and Warner Media is in the unscripted TV area. So potential further cuts beyond the HBO Max layoffs had been rumored. WBD's unscripted studio business, part of Warner Brothers TV Group, is run by Mike Darnell, who has been president of Warner Brothers, unscripted and alternative television since he joined in 2013. We hear that the veteran reality executive likely will stay put at the studio, which operates three businesses that could undergo some sort of consolidation. Warner Horizon Unscripted Television, Telepictures, and Shared Media. The Discovery side essentially doesn't have a production side other than its ownership stake in British production group All Three Media. Discovery Studios was closed a few years ago, with former chief Sandy Varro Jarrell now running All Three Media label Bright Spot. Brooke Carson, head of development and programming for Warner Horizon and scripted television, which makes shows such as The Bachelor. Ew. Shit, I don't even watch that show, man. But anyway, just stepped down and is leaving the company. David McGuire, no relation to Jerry Maguire, of course, leads current programming and oversees development at Telepictures, with Lisa Shannon and Dan Pearson running development and programming at Media. Other areas rumored to potentially be affected include TV animation. Damn. Following HBO Max recent decision to cut back on the genre, triggering the cancellation of several of Warner Brothers produced series. On the live action side, Warner Brothers TV is preparing for the impact of the CW changing ownership, which is expected to significantly reduce the studio's output for the network. Beyond WBTVG, WBD streaming marketing and broader IT operations are rumored to be affected. That has to suck right there, man. That has to suck. The most recent major layoffs to hit Warner Brothers production divisions came in 2020, when 600 employees at then AT&T on Warner Media were impacted. A significant portion of them at Warner Brothers Entertainment, along with the cuts. Uh, Warner Brothers Television and Warner Horizon Scripted TV were combined. There was also consolidation on the unscripted side under Darnell, resulting in a number of layoffs. This all happened before Dungy took over Warner Brothers Television Group as chairman, succeeding Peter Roth. The studio is coming off big Emmy wins for Ted Lasso and Abbott Elementary, which, by the way, Abbott Elementary has been renewed for season 2. Which I will try to check out as well. And I am going to actually review that show on my other platform, Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast review show. So stay tuned for that future episode. Warner Brothers Movie Studio also has new heads in Michael DeLuca and Pam Abdi. Word is that theatrical distribution and marketing would not be significantly impacted. The studio has 14 theatrical releases next year. The pending layoffs are part of WBD leadership's pledge to find at least $3 billion in savings. The process started with several high-profile executive departures led by Warner Media CEO Jason Kilar and Warner Brothers CEO Ann Sarnoff in the first 3 months after the Discovery Warner Media merger was completed. Man, I really feel bad for those workers, man, being impacted due to layoffs and shit, man. But I feel like they need to get this shit together, man. Really, they really do. You got a bunch of not only movies, but you also have some TV shows that's also including fucking DC Comics TV shows, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, think about it though, man. Like seriously, put the fucking dirty politics bullshit aside and think about how you're gonna help these people. Like, come on now. And it's not just and I'm not really look. It's not that I'm taking shots. Well, actually, I am taking shots at these idiots. Only because they really need to do better. They really need to get their shit together, man. Some people got families and kids. Man. You know what I'm saying? And they got bills, man. Ain't nobody got time for no fucking bullshit politics. Like cut it out, man. Seriously. Anyways, let me see. Let me see. What else? Let me see if I didn't. Oh, Kodiak Cakes. Yes. Okay. Now that was one of the greatest ideas from one of the TMZ episodes actually. So this is from Desiree.com. Of course, here's what's happening here. So people for the ethical treatment of animals has which is known as PETA, by the way, has publicly called out a Kodiak Cakes ad campaign for animal exploitation after the Utah-based breakfast food company used a live bear in an ad. So, a live bear, damn. Let me see. Driving the news, according to the press release sent to the Desiree News, Peter sent a letter to Kodiak Cakes CEO Joel Clark, urging him to pull the plug on a new advertising campaign featuring the company's chief brand officer Zac Efron and a bear named Tank. you name you name the bear Tank after after the R&B singer. Are you serious? Wow. 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 That is a laugh. That's a laugh right there, man. All right. Oh shit. Yo. Okay. The Keep It Wild advertising campaign in question is a collaboration with Draplin Design. Hold on, Draplin Design Company to benefit the Vital Ground Foundation, a grizzly bear charity organization that was founded in 1990. According to Peter, Tank was traumatically taken from his mother as a young cub and immediately put under the care of Hollywood trainer and Vital Ground Foundation co-founder Doug Suss. Appearing in shows and movies such as Dr. Dolittle 2 and We Bought a Zoo. Those are CGIs, motherfuckers. CGIs, man. Anyway, what they're saying in the letter, Debbie Metzler, Peter's director of captive animal welfare, said the activist group has attempted to contact Kodiak Cakes several times to discuss the problem. However, since we have not heard back from you, Peter is left with no other option but to alert our members and the public to the fact that Kodiak Cakes doesn't share their concern for the suffering and exploitation of bears. And of course, I'm not gonna really get into this shit though. Um, the concerns for suffering and exploitation of bears and other wild animals, Metzler said in the letter. In regards to Kodiak Cakes' association with the Vital Ground Foundation, Metzler said no true conservation group would ever exploit captive in um wildlife in order to raise awareness of the plight of animals in nature. Neither Efron nor the Kodiak Cakes have spoken out on the matter. Kodiak Cakes posted another video. Man, come on, man. Posted another video of Efron and Tank the bear in its LinkedIn account just a few hours after the Peter letter went public. Of course, some details. Efron became the chief brand officer and a company shareholder of Kodiak Cakes in June, as I previously reported. Of course, the company was started in 1982 and is based in Park City. It sells graham crackers, protein balls, protein balls. Wow. Oatmeal, syrups, and more. How about that, though, man? Oh my God, Peter is yo. Seriously, I get where they're coming from, but they really, I get where they're coming from, but there's certain things that's just not that serious. How do they know that a bear's traumatized, man? Have you even have a bear as a pet? No, they fucking didn't. They never had a bear. They never been around a bear before. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that they never been around a grizzly bear in their life, and I'm not talking about Yogi, man. Oh my gosh, Peter is a pain in the ass sometimes, man. Damn. Oh my gosh, man. Seriously. Oh my gosh. Oh man. All right. All right. All right. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? That's not what I'm. All right. All right. According to, let's get to. Well, before we go to LeBron James and and the and the teaser trailer for House Party and of course Lord of the Rings prequel. Um, we're gonna get into a little thing called the Mountain Dew Challenge. All right, so let's get into the Mountain Dew Challenge here. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, this is from bleedingcool.com. Of course, um, story goes like this, folks. Mountain Dew has officially launched a brand new event with the Real Change Challenge designed to specifically support HBC. No, excuse me, HBCU gamers. How about that? Players who entered this competition will be competing for a slice of the 500K prize pool as the company will utilize the event to get the word out about the HBCU Esports League and highlight students of color on a national platform. Of course, starting today and running all the way until October 28th. Any gamers currently enrolled in an HBCU can register here to participate in an epic Call of Duty tournament. We have more info on it below, along with a couple of quotes from organizers about what to expect. So here it is. Um, Last year, Mountain Dew launched the Mountain Dew Real Challenge Opportunity Fund, a commitment from the brand to make tangible investments in Black entrepreneurs through a unique competition, providing winners with resources, programming, and funding to turn their ideas into real businesses. Now, in year two, Mountain Dew is supporting Black gamers by partnering with the HBCU Esports League, which is owned by Community Media, an organization dedicated to future proofing diversity and equity in gaming, to create the Mountain Dew Real Change Challenge, a nationwide Call of Duty tournament for HBCU student gamers. The Mountain Dew Real Change Challenge will invite HBCU students nationwide to sign up to compete for a total $500,000 prize pool. Okay, so the Real Change Challenge will kick off with 16 teams in a bracket style tournament, culminating the ultimate game, a final showdown between the nation's top two HBCU teams. These two gaming juggernauts will face off for bragging rights and a first place prize of $80,000. In addition, Mountain Dew will identify four All Stars from the tournament based on their individual performance and sportsmanship as the Real Change Challenge All Stars. Each All Star will receive $50,000 along with a sponsorship. Um, Along with a sponsorship, and along with a sponsorship as the Real Change Challenge. Oh, okay, yeah, from Mountain Dew for up to 1 year, as well as mentorship. Yeah, mentorship. Yeah, mentorship and unrivaled exposure to esports pros. So here it is. And yes, unfortunately, Black representation with esports and the gaming industry is disproportionately low. Mountain Dew recognized the opportunity gap that Black gamers face as they explore gaming as a viable career path, and we're trying to close that gap with the Mountain Dew Real Change Challenge, says Pat O'Toole. Of course, Pat O'Toole, Chief Marketing Officer, Mountain Dew. We are continuing our commitment to make a tangible investment in the Black gamers of tomorrow, as well as continuing our our ongoing support of HBCUs by rallying around them to showcase their skills and take their place in the gaming industry. Mountain Dew is proud to fuel these competitors on their journey through the Real Change Challenge and provide much needed resources and funding to empower the next generation. Of course, in quotes, it is an honor to partner with Mountain Dew on its Real Change Challenge and further our shared mission of future proofing diversity and equity in gaming, says Ryan Johnson, CEO of Community Media, as one of the first organizations to put a stake in the ground on getting more HBCU students engaged in esports. It's refreshing to see brands like Mountain Dew leverage its resources and community ties to invest in driving more diversity within the industry. Together, we can pave the way for the next generation of Black gamers and innovators to have a seat at the table. I don't know what that means, but I don't know what that means. But Gavin is the current games editor for Bleeding Cool. He has been a lifelong geek who can chat with you about comics, television, video games, and even pro wrestling. He can also teach you how to play Star Trek chess, be your mercy on Overwatch, recommend random cool music, and goes rogue in D&D. He also plays, no, excuse me, he also enjoys hundreds of other geeky things that can't be covered in a single paragraph. Of course, you can follow the Gavin Sheehan on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Vero for random pictures and musings. So let's give a round of applause for Mountain Dew for for the the change for the Real Change Challenge, supporting HBCU students in esports tournament and everything else included. Sorry about that. Yes. Okay. All right. Up next. Yeah, we need to talk about LeBron James. No, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Um, hold on a second here. Hold on a second here. Okay, let's talk Lord of the Rings. Hold on a second. Before we even get to the teaser trailer for the t- before we even get to the teaser trailer, I want to get to this. I want to get to this other topic in regards to Black Entrepreneurs Day. Before we even get into all of that, let's get into this. And this is according to Forbes, right here. So let's get into this. Many may know him best as one of the savvy sharks with more of a friendly, friendly, friendly bite on the hit reality series Shark Tank. But business mogul and longtime entrepreneur Damon John is not the only continuing to consider product pitches placed in front of him today. Sorry about that. But he is also diving in deep to provide better opportunities for Black entrepreneurs. On October 27th, Damon will once again lead what is now the third annual Black Entrepreneurs Day presented by Chase, which will be filmed for live streaming from Harlem's Apollo Theater. Being someone born in Brooklyn and um, raised in Queens, I decided to start my conversation with Damon by asking him what it means to be putting on an event like this and the New York area, where he first strived to make a name for himself in business years ago. Of course, Damon responds in quote, I would say it's arguably one of the most famous theaters in the world. And I tell the story of in the early 90s. I sold hats in front of it. And then I made enough money to be able to attend events at it in 2000. And now I'm able to book it out and give away hundreds of thousands of dollars in grants to black companies to stay open and or expand their businesses and get to interview some of the world's most famous people to talk about not only their successes but exactly how they got to that point in all their failures so that other people that look like them can say wait a minute, I can do it too. um so I think it's a full circle. I think it's a win-win. In other words, 50-50. I think it's the American dream, not a black person's dream. It's the American dream to get to do this. I'm supported by a lot of large, great corporations who believe in what we're doing, and people like you who are going to put a bullhorn on this. Well, of course, hold on. Hold on a minute here. Hold on. What the hell? Hang on a second here. What is going on here? The hell. Anyway, I'm gonna have to switch this. Of course, started in 2020, Damon initially created Black Entrepreneurs Day in the wake of the events that followed the death of George Floyd and him wanting to help his community by bringing this global streaming show to light. Of course, during George Floyd, all of us were frustrated and upset, and then we were seeing things happen that we just didn't know what was going on. Damon continues. We thought it was going to turn another way, where leadership would address some of these matters in a more empowering way, but it wasn't happening. I said to myself, like many of us, who's going to help? Many of us helped in the ways that we could, whether wherever it was, joining hands of all colors to walk together, supporting different businesses, or letting our leaders know what was wrong. I did what was at my disposal, which is call up an amazing amount of people that are looked at every day and to understand from them what they went through and how can these people who are suffering and need information, how can we help them, then call up a bunch of organizations and brands who wanted to be on the right side of the light and wanted to empower people, and it just started to grow and blossom, and I think that's the beauty of it. Some of those well-known black entrepreneurs joining Damon ahead for this year's Black Entrepreneurs Day includes Spike Lee, Tracy Ellis Ross. Hang on a minute. Why do you keep? Yeah, yes, Tracy Ellis Ross, Venus Williams, Killer Mike, Tiki Barber, and Shaquille O'Neal, aka Shaq Diesel, and the DJ and other activities. With such a prominent list of leaders from a wide variety of industries today joining Damon's ongoing mission. I wondered what it means to Damon to have these notable individuals joining and supporting his cause. You can't replace your time, and the people that I've been fortunate to work with sign on to want to be a little vulnerable and tell their short stories because they know that it's critical. I'm sure that most of all their stories came from looking at somebody who's ahead of them who shared their story. So people like Spike Lee who changed the narrative of a lot of our conversations around around the dinner table starting 30 years ago with his cinematography and his ability to tell stories. Venus Williams, she has been in the public light and she has had everything from health challenges to all other challenges we may have, but still is somebody who broke so many boundaries. Listen, I can go on and on. When you come up from the hood and now they've transformed into great business people, we can learn from uh, every single one. With this year marking the 30th anniversary of Damon founding the successful FUBU clothing company, which I talked about previously, um, plus his dedication as the founder of the Shark Group agency. I wondered how he would describe his own professional journey, from his early entrepreneurial days to the sacrifices he had to make in order to be in the leadership positions he finds himself in today. Every entrepreneur sacrifices it all, says Damon. They feel that they are solving a problem that they thought somebody else was going to address, and they are servants of their consumers, and they constantly want to do best by them. I think the best part of my journey is a lot of people don't know. A black entrepreneur, a black any entrepreneur, it's a team sport, and I am supported by people of all colors. The best thing that I love about this country is that we have more in common than we have apart. When you are an entrepreneur, it's a team sport, and you realize that it doesn't come with a color or a gender or a creed or sexual preference. It comes with people who want to do the right thing and empower people. That's why we're here, and that's why Black Entrepreneurs Day is so amazing. With Damon John, with Damon, excuse me, um, continuing on as one of the shark investors on Shark Tank, these 14 seasons in, where he often considers pitches from entrepreneurs of all walks of life and decides whether he wants to invest in their up and coming product or not. I wondered how Damon might say his interest in these pitched products and the human stories behind them is evolving for him since he started out on the show in its first season back in 2009. Wow. Damon reveals, oh man, I learned the most from Shark Tank, whether my fellow sharks or the people standing on the carpet. There's some real commonalities that they use what I call the power of broke. They started with zero and they use OPM, other people's mind, power, manpower, manufacturing mentors. They learn, they repeat, they take small steps forward. They learn from it and they repeat again more wisely. Um, they always are after mentors and they are always educating themselves. The business world has changed. Think about it. 14 years ago, Instagram didn't exist. Shopify didn't exist, right? So I couldn't have as much social media conversation. I could have a great platform with strong bandwidth that 2 million people can hit at the same time, and I'm still in business. So we're constantly learning as entrepreneurs, and I'm learning with them. After telling Damon how much my entire family has not only enjoyed Shark Tank over the years, but we have also taken constructive knowledge away from the many business conversations had on the show. Damon added, I think that's why you and your family watch it. You look at people that are everyday people just like every one of us. And they just decided today I'm going to be a little bit different. I'm going to take one step forward. Then you also look at some people who don't get the point. They've seen it all those years and they asked for $1 million for 5% stake in the company. and their numbers aren't right. And we unfortunately have to hammer them. But I think that's the beauty of Shark Tank. You see it all. After choosing to work with so many diverse entrepreneurs over the years, I asked Damon what he would say is the greatest benefit of being an entrepreneur today and what is the greatest challenges that entrepreneurs face in our modern business world. And he states, in quote, the greatest business about being an entrepreneur today in this world, unlike in the past, is you can immediately see who you are positively affecting. When I started out, the internet didn't exist. That is the best part of today, and that's why. Going back to Black Entrepreneurs Day, you can see the effect immediately when you are seeing these people get these grants, putting this money to work or learning from so many people on stage. The thing that's great is you can open up a business right here. Gestures to his phone. The challenging thing is everybody can do it. Now that everybody can do it, the fundamentals of business, you still have to get up before everybody and go to bed after everybody. Thank everybody for your success and you blame only one person for your failure, and there's too much information out there in the world. As I begin to conclude my conversation with Damon, um, I I left him with one final question, and this interviewer asked, "What is the one thing you would say to all entrepreneurs today that would hopefully stay with them?" Learn finance and how finance works, because there's a great saying that money is a great slave but a horrible master, and we generally get into or fail in our businesses when we are purely looking at the numbers and we don't think that we are either solving or bringing joy to people. The biggest mistakes I made in business is when I was actually well equipped with money. I made bigger mistakes for no reason because I thought money was going to cure the problem, when often money highlights your weakness. Money is a great slave, but a horrible master. Hmm. Yes. Let me see. Well, let me see. Of course, wait a minute. Let me try to make sure where you could watch it. I'm trying to find out for you folks out there that's actually trying to watch it. And if they can't make it to the Apollo Theater, you can watch it live stream. What is it? Let me get this right. Let me get this right first though. Hold on. Hold on a second. This is of course you could yeah, I think it's streaming. What is it? I think it's streaming on what is it? If I'm not mistaken. Hold on a second. So an award-winning annual. So of course, wait, hold on a minute here. Hold on a minute here. I think what you have to do. So hold on a minute. So in order for you, let me see. Let me see. Um, so this is streaming free on what is it? Hold on a minute. Is it face? Hold on a second. I want to actually make sure I get this right though. So let me see. So in order for you to watch, I think I want to make sure though, because um I think it's important. I think this is important for people who have their own businesses to actually watch this and actually go there actually. Let me see. So what you would have to do, so in order for you to watch the show, you have to RSVP now to ensure you don't miss Black Entrepreneurs Day. Now let me just click on this to get a better understanding. Yeah, you have to type in your email and you would have to sign up. So you know what I'm saying? And so of course sign up for exclusive content and information about Black Entrepreneurs Day. And of course you can follow, I think it's on, wait a minute. Wait a minute here. Black Entrepreneurs Day. Now I didn't know they have um Twitter and Facebook and whatnot. Let me just take a look here. I want to give y'all the right information here, so you won't get the wrong ideas. So let's see. Let me see this shit. Oh, they got an Instagram. Yeah, you can follow Black Entrepreneurs Day on Facebook, Twitter, and alongside with Instagram as well. And they have a link where you can sign up for free tickets. And if you can't make it, I think you can watch it. Hold on, yeah, a free live stream celebrating Black businesses and entrepreneurs created by, of course, yeah, yeah. But how do you? Let me see. Hold on a minute here. There's a way to actually do this. Of course, you can watch it. All right, so here's the deal. You can watch it on. You can, hold on a second. Streaming free worldwide on Facebook, and of course, you can actually yeah, it's on Facebook. That's where you would have to watch the live stream on Facebook. And of course, if you're trying to go there in person, you have to get your tickets and RSVP, all the other great stuff. So follow Black Entrepreneurs Day on each of your social media platforms, which is Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram as well. So there you go. Facebook is where you can watch it live stream. So there you have it. And of course, for more information, you can go to the website blackentrepreneursday.com. And October 27th, mark your calendars at 7 p.m. Don't forget and don't miss a beat. There's plenty of information out there for you folks out there that have their own business that need more information. Of course, you can follow Damon John on his socials. And of course, check out Shark Tank on Fridays on ABC. There you have it. Right there. Now, um, let's see what else we got on the agenda on the pod today. Let's see. Let's see. All right, Lord of the Rings. Right. All right, let's get to Lord of the Rings real quick. There's been some blowback on that shit though. This is TV show checkouts. So let's get into it right about now. Let's get into it right there, man. All right, so here we are. Here we are, Lord of the Rings. Uh all right, Lord of the Rings right here. Hold on a minute here. Uh uh Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Rings. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, so fans are slamming the prequel to Lord of the Rings. Um so let's get into this right here. So whoa, cringeworthy Rings of Power has angry Lord of the Rings fans wanting to commit bloody murder. What? What? Wait a minute here. Wait a minute. All right. So for those of you who may not know what's going on with this story right here, man, and this is according to the New York Post, and this is about the fans who are basically criticizing the Lord of the Rings. So this is what's going on here. So furious Lord of the Rings fans are shouting, "What the Elrond today?" Prime Video's new Lord of the Rings prequel TV series, Lord of the Rings: The Rings of Power, debuted its first two episodes Thursday night, and hardcore Tolkien buffs weren't doing a happy jig down at the Prancing Pony. The Rings of Power, a $715 million gamble. Of course, some reports say it cost $1 billion for Amazon's Prime Video streaming service, has scored a measly 37% rating on Rotten Tomatoes with more than 2,800 user reviews so far. Of course, on the flip side, HBO's House of the Dragon has an 85 fan score. Wow. And nothing short of cringeworthy, wrote Eric S. of the show that stars Morfid Clark as Galadriel and Robert Aramayo as Elrond. The writing is worse than what you could expect to see on the CW. Oh shit. It truly seems to have been written by a barely graduated high schooler that managed a C average in creating writing. It's a smoldering dumpster fire. Oh my gosh, wow. Oh man. Okay, visually it was good, but man, was the story slow paced and dull, added Matt L. Sadie S was as unimpressed as Gollum being gifted a ring from K Jewelers. Ooh. This was completely awful, very artificial, looking with no heart. What a disgrace. Damn, she said. Critics have been warmer to the big budget fantasy series, and it boosts an 83% critic approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes.com. The Post, Lauren Sarner raved, calling Rings a dazzling, gorgeous, thrilling trip to Middle Earth. But when it comes to fan reviews, it's all Shire and brimstone. Okay. Okay, so there you have it right there, folks. Some might say House of the Dragon might be better than the Lord of the Rings prequel, unfortunately. So yo, oh my gosh. Yo, oh my gosh. All right, so here it is. Now up next, of course, like I said, we're going to get to let me see, what is it? Hold on a minute here. Before I even get to, hold on. So let me see. Hold on a minute here. Of course, LeBron James. Um, dropped a teaser trailer for the House Party reboot. Okay. And all right, so here it is. All right, so Warner Brothers Pictures has issued the first trailer for the House Party reboot starring Jacob Lattimore and Toasting Cole. The updated version features some big cameos and a brand new storyline. In the teaser, Lattimore and hold on. So let's get into the segment right here, man, in regards to that. So let's get into movie man cave popcorn right here, man. Let's get into it right here, man. Um so this is basically very, very, very interesting right here. Um here it is right here. Um all right. All right. So here it is right here. Um all right. Yes, so as I was saying before, Warner Brothers Pictures has issued the first trailer for the House Party reboot, starring Jacob Lattimore and Tosin Cole. The updated version features some big cameos and a brand new storyline. In the teaser, Lattimore and Cole play Kevin and Damon, two young men who work as house cleaners. As Kevin is confronted with the need for a large amount of money for his daughter's education, Damon wrestles with his success as a party promoter. While on the job, they discover they are cleaning the house of LeBron James and come up with the idea to throw a party at the mansion while the NBA family is away. Kid Cudi, Tinashe, Lil Wayne, Snoop Dogg, plus original stars Christopher Kid Reed and Christopher Play Martin make an appearance at the house party. Um, and obviously it comes out, and obviously I'll talk about the release date next. Next, let me continue. Produced by James and Maverick Carter through their company Spring Hill Entertainment, House Party was teased in 2018 and initially slated for a debut on HBO Max. It was quietly removed from the release schedule after the streamer merged with Discovery Plus. This is definitely not a reboot. Yes it is. It's an entirely new look for a classic movie, James shared with The Hollywood Reporter. When House Party was first announced, everyone I grew up with loved House Party. To to partner with this creative team to bring a new House Party to a new generation is unbelievable. Carter added, "We're trying out some ideas for musicians to be cast in and to be a part of the project." The film was written by Jamal Laurie and Atlanta writer Stephen Glover and is directed by Calmatic. I want the audience to be open minded when it comes to these classic titles, and I want them to look at this film as this is the new generation. Calmatic shared with Entertainment Weekly, "This is how we get down. This is what we do. And it's okay to love it. It's okay to revamp and expose the new generation to the same vibe that they participated in." He continued, "I wouldn't say this. I wouldn't say it's part of the same exact universe as the first three house parties, but I think this title can go a bunch of directions." House Party is set to premiere in theaters on January 13th, 2023, and is rated R. Of course, you can watch the official trailer for House Party above and listen to Two Chainz' new song, Two Step, created for the comedy film below. Yes, Two Chainz has a song for the soundtrack called Two Step, which is added. Now that's that's something you can really get in tune to. So there you have it right there, man. January 13th, 2023, rated R for House Party, the reboot. So there you have it, man. I'm really curious to see what the hell's gonna go down, man, and how well it'll be doing in the box office. I'm pretty sure some people will love it and some people won't. So there you have it right there. And yeah. Let's see. Two Chains. Okay, so let's talk two chains, man. Let's talk two chains. I'm just gonna go into. Mhm. Okay, on the house party soundtrack. Okay. All right, so let's get into this. Um, I don't even know if I record as a week. Listen. So, Two Chainz shares his new single Two Step from the soundtrack for the theatrical release of the new House Party remake. Directed Directed by Grammy-winning music visual vet Calmatic, House Party was written by Jamal Olori and Stephen Glover and produced by LeBron James and Maverick Carter of the Spring Hill Company. The Atlanta lyricist flows over the bass heavy track Flex Like I'm Supposed. Hermes Orange in the rose, wrist in the bowl, other wrist it was froze. Dropped a four and brought back some extra O's. Ooh, ooh. Of course, House Party opens in theaters MLK weekend, January 13th, 2023. Will you be running out to see if it matches the legacy of the original House Party? Well, that's a good question. That's a good question, though, man. That's a really good question. Look, I think I said this before, man. When it comes to trying to remake or reboot a movie or anything like that, I think it's very interesting that they're actually doing this because the original came out in the '90s, and some people weren't born in the '80s, but to actually do it for a new generation is very very interesting to see. And Jacob Lattimore, of course, many of you may know him from the TV show The Shy that actually got renewed for season 6. So we'll see what's going on here, man. And yes, man. I mean, and yes, that's gonna be rated R. It's rated R, man. And um I'm actually going to review some of the house parties in the past, and I'm probably going to review the reboot or remake, how they call it nowadays, though, man. On my other platform, which is Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast Review Show. So I'm gonna put that as a future episode. I'm not sure which one, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Um. Anyway, so that's about. Oh, favorite TV shows giving classic hip hop songs new life places. Giving new life. Here we go. All right, so let's get into hip hop classics. Let's get into it. Um, okay, your favorite TV shows. Okay, hold on. All right, so your favorite. Hold on a second. This is also from doublexlmag.com. Of course, from Nas to Wu Tang Clan, 1990s hip hop infiltrates TV's most revered new series. Make a scene. Um, the golden age of hip hop is infiltrating some of TV's most revered series of the modern era. The modern era, from Nas to Wu Tang Clan, classic rap tracks of the 1990s are soundtracking scene stealing moments. Of course, Nas' track New York State of Mind is a suitable soundtrack to fuel the road to revenge. Ozark badass Ruth Langmore slides the rapper's Illmatic into her pickup truck CD player and speeds off for vengeance in season four's The Cousin of Death. The Cousin of Death episode, which premiered on Netflix this past April. Oh wow. That's wow. Wow. The trucks Wheels. Yes, the truck wheels up. Hold on a second. Yes, the truck wheels up. Mud on a dusty road as DJ Premier's searing beat for the 1994 tracks kicks off through the speakers and that Queensbridge whiz with the half moon cut rattles out his poetic aggression. Nearly 3 decades after its release, the song has provided a sense of nostalgia in one of the most lauded TV series and of the modern era. I'm sure the acclaimed street music amid a contemporary backwoods setting used in the Emmy-nominated Ozark episode for outstanding music supervision may be an odd coupling, but it's the careful song selection of Ozark's music supervisor Gabe Hilfer that makes the scene sing. As music supervisor for some of television's most cutting edge series, Hilfer, age 45, has the reach to pair those 1990s hip hop influences with top notch TV and film productions and stream them worldwide. His work on Netflix's Ozark, a gripping grim plummet into the world of high stakes money laundering, set in the track. Set in the sticks, has rave reviews for its knack for seamlessly weaving rap classics into its riveting narrative. Ozark isn't the only television series hopping on this trend. In 2022, small screen smashes such as Euphoria, Loot, and Atlanta have juiced their visuals with the vintage bars from artists like Juvenile, Wu-Tang Clan, Tupac Shakur, late great Tupac Shakur, late great Big Pun, Diddy, and Lauryn Hill, to name a few. Despite not being set in the 1990s, they are cribbing from that vibrant period to reflect theme, character, and ethos. Loot, which debuted on Apple TV in June, works in the shiny opulence of Bad Boy Records' late 1990s dominance. Mace's Feel So Good, um, Puff Daddy's Can't Nobody Hold Me Down. It's all about the Benjamins, the Locks, Money, Power, and Respect. To flex the lifestyle of lead character Molly Wells, a billionaire divorcee discovering her new life, played by Maya Rudolph. Give me 1 second as I take a sip of this water. One second, folks. All right. The show's music supervisors, Carrie Druten and Charlie Haggard, were hired later in production to inject the LA-based show with familiar New York beats. Puffy's Bad Boys for Life soundtracks, the crew's glitzy car pull up to a charity gala in episode 6. The show's littered with popular 90s hits as Feels So Good opens the series as one yacht speeds up towards a bigger birthday yacht. Yeah, this one right here is going to be under TV checkouts as well. So that's that was just a super fun scene Haggard shares. I remember it. Excuse me. I remember watching it completely dry. They just had some sound effects of the crowd noise there. There was no music the first time we saw it. So it was a blank canvas. Coming up with ideas for that and then seeing Bad Boys for Life plugged in was just a very rewarding moment for what we do. Clearing monster jams from the Puff Daddy days may pay off, but with multiple samples and guest artists to account for, access to these tunes does not come cheap. We were going after really big songs with really recognizable classic samples, during ads. Luckily, we had the money to pull it off too. Haggard recalls a memorable moment on social in that regard. And quote, we got a tweet from Questlove saying, I don't want to ever hear any complaints from Apple about the money I want to spend on music after seeing Luke get executed. Other Other shows like Euphoria featured a traumatized Rue singing along to Tupac Shakur's "Hit 'Em Up" during a car ride in the opening chapter of season two, setting an unhinged tone for the episodes that followed. Prior to that, the 2020 sports dramedy Ted Lasso set the scene with a Trial Quest's award awards tour. And Onyx's slam in its first season, while season three of Succession last year had KRS One's MCs act like they don't know, part of a birthday celebration. That's distinct from throwback series this year like Power Book 3, Raising Canaan, or Pam and Tommy, which employed 1990s hip hop to emphasize the same time setting of their stories. Wu Tang, an American Saga, which launched in 2019 and carried into 2021, also includes music from Wu Tang members themselves, plus EPMD, Fu Schnickens, and Dr. Dre, among others, to capture the essence of 30 years ago. The golden age of hip hop is helping soundtrack the golden age of television. Ozark's Hilfer believes the influx of 1990s hip hop into binge worthy programming is simply a generational thing. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Let me see. Anyway, it's the music that we really take pride in and take ownership of. Hilfer says that's our music, the music I feel represented me in my youth and my transformative age of listening to music. And now the people who are making the shows, writing the shows, directing the movies are in the same age bracket. A good chunk of people who have established themselves and have more of a creative sway in the world of TV are between 35 and 30. And those people all came up with a love of hip hop that overlaps with the music that we grew up on. Over Ozark's four-season arc, 1990s hip hop is integral to the character development with Ruth Langmore, a hard done by boonies hustler played by fiercely by Julia Gardner. At various points in her journey, Ruth can be heard bumping the early work of the Notorious B.I.G., aka Biggie Smalls, A Tribe Called Quest, Wu Tang Clan, and Pete Rock and CL Smooth. The show was able to clear four tunes from 1994 debut LP New York State of Mind, Represent Life's a Bitch, and One Time for Your Mind, and incorporate Illmatic as a loud but invisible character in one of Ozark's hardest hitting hours. Hefler is reluctant to humble brag, but after queuing up heavy metal, the wrestler, and the classic music Black Swan for his early film work, he's happy that the cousin of Death was nominated for a 2022 Emmy in Outstanding Music Supervision. Raekwon the Chef is a big fan of Ozark and the Illmatic playing episode in particular. The Wu MC's own Can It Be Also Simple verse can be heard in episode 9 as Ruth ponders her cousin's funeral. He views moments in which his older music is included on present day TV as longing affection for the past. It just keeps that whole 90s nostalgia for what they want us for, Raekwon says. It keeps us relevant. I have tons of music that is there for people to incorporate in the greatest way in their endeavors. The esteemed lyricist is in good company when hearing his own music in reverse series alongside other respected rappers. Ray pays close attention to these placements. Surely he caught Wolves protecting that plane and loot brother Method Man's I'll be there for you. You all that I need. You all I need to get by in HBO's Euphoria and the omnipresence of Enter the Wu Tang 36 Chambers and Wu Tang in American Saga, which has a third season in the kitchen. It feels good to be next to my peers and hearing they shit in dope movies or dope series. Excuse me, because that time was a special time. Ray explains of the trend where we were making music not only to soothe our fans, but we wanted to break into others' audiences as well. Um, Strategic TV placements naturally lead to increased streams and exposure for 1990s rap acts who have seen their radio play swiped by contemporary trap artists. A quick and easy Shazam during a Netflix and chill session can translate into real revenue and invaluable marketing. Or as Ray puts it, it feels good to get that recognition, but it also feels good to get that check. I think part of why all the late 90s, early 2000s hip hop works so well, part is like going into an opulence feel and not specifically songs that are just money, 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 says Lutz Carrie Druten, who fondly recalls listening to LA's Fame Power 106 radio station during that era. And with more 1990s bred music lovers selecting songs for popular programs, it feels inevitable that the marriage between timeless hip hop and contemporary television will proceed. And sometimes I used to think about, yo, I want to get on the radio, reflects Raekwon, who is interested in scoring films himself. And now, oh shit, I'm on TV shows. It just shows that hip hop still dominates in the greatest way, and it's paying homage to some of the greatest artists that did it in the heydays and are still doing it. Nothing iller than that. So there you have it. Let me just get to. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Um, let me make sure. Let's see. Hold on a minute. Okay, hold on. Hold on. All right. So, um, okay. Let's get into another topic. Before we wrap up, and one of the other topics actually. Excuse me. So 25 best outdoor fire pits. Okay, so when choosing the best fire pit for your needs, there's a surprising number of hot topics to consider. First, you want to make sure it's durable and built to last. Second, you want to make sure the look of it suits your outdoor space. And third, you want to make sure it's well within your budget while still capable of cooking incredible s'mores. Very interesting. Okay, so excuse me. With the breezy months around the corner, it's not a fire drill to buy a fire pit ASAP. But when you are loading up on gardening tools and new outdoor patio, including sectional sofas, chick patio tables, and even more lounge chairs. It's likely on your wish list. That said, we curated a fiery edit of 25 best outdoor fire pits to add some heat to your space from the selections at Amazon, Lowe's, and Wayfair. Among others, you'll be all set to entertain and emblazon. So starting with number one. Starting with number one. Singly hold on. Hold on. Singly Fire 2022 fire pit $40. The Singly Fire 2022 fire pit is an incredible budget option that's stainless steel painted and can be used as a fire pit, bonfire pit, or a barbecue grill. Plus, its easy assembly and spark screen for safety are both convenient and practical for your backyard. Amazon. Number two, Soul Stove Ranger stainless steel smokeless fire pit, $225 original price, which is $300. Of course, meet the titan of all fire pits. The Solo Stove not only comes in many size varieties, but it's also one of the most well adored brands for giving that smokeless and cheap delivery. The polished stainless steel finish is bound to match any outdoor space too. Because of its portable nature, you can also enjoy the flames as a camping fire pit. Most notably, its double wall design maximizes airflow and the burning process, which in turn gives you more flames and a more efficient burn. Amazon. Number three, Breeze Nebrio X Series Smokeless Fire Pit for $399. If the look of Brio's X Series Smokeless Fire Pit isn't enough to sell you, then its patent X airflow system will. This results in a campfire experience that doesn't require moving your chair every 5 minutes per the brand. Not to mention the Corton steel makeup, also known as weathering steel, is designed to develop an iron oxide surface over time called patina. This reddish brown coating will wonderfully protect your fire pit from the elements, so it's built to last. So this is also from Amazon as well. And number four is West Elm Round Fire Table. Unbelievable price, which is $1,279, and the original price is $1,599. Our readers avidly purchase one of these concrete fire pits when we reserve its spot in our mini holiday gift guides. Why it's suitable for large crowds is well worth the investment and is bound to match any backyard. What's more, it's ideal for large s'mores gatherings and doubles as a new piece of patio furniture, but with a fiery twist. We recommend snagging it while it's still on sale too. This is from West Elm. Number five, Vent Vivor 22 smokeless fire pit with stand $152. Original price $257. And this is from Vivor. This heavy duty stainless steel smokeless fire pit from Vivor caught our attention for being durable and coming with a stand. A huge bonus. It's portable, easy to use, and designed by a company known for its high quality nature. Though it's not 100% smokeless, its double wall design ensures that smoke will be reduced to a maximum extent as oxygen is extended to the combustion through its vent holes. Yeah. Outland Living Portable Smokeless Fire Pit is number 6, $156. Original price is $175. An Amazon's choice product, Outland Living's portable smokeless fire pit is an alloy and stainless steel hybrid that's less than 200 and has an easy to transport round design. It even comes with a complete fire pit kit clad with a pre-attached 10 feet hose, a fully adjustable regulator with a chrome valve knob for varying flame height, and a natural lava rock set for aesthetics and to enhance the flickering effect. Hang on a minute. All right, um, number 7, the Bio Light Fire Pit, outdoor smokeless fire pit and grill 220. Original price is $300. That's number 7. Adored for its rectangular barbecue like design, BioLight's Fire Pit Plus creates a wonderful gathering around the campfire experience. Many thanks to its X-ray mesh for 360-degree views. Interestingly, you can control the size and intensity of your flames, either manually or remotely with the free Bluetooth paired app. Um, Number 8, Tiki Stainless Steel Low Smoke Fire Pit, $336. Original price is $395. Not only do we love the beach house bonfire look of Tiki's fire pit, but its powder coated stainless steel is durable and will last for years. Plus, this model includes a wood pack um, for fun evenings of using it to the max, and a cloth cover to protect it when it's not in use. So yeah, that's number 8. I'm going to stop right about here. I'm gonna actually I'll continue the rest of the listings in a future episode. So I'm not gonna get to all of them. So I'm gonna actually stop right there. So I'm gonna go to the next one. So I'll get the rest next time. I'll get the rest next time. So let's see, because I want to get to I want to get to Seaport Pumpkin Fest. Yeah, I want to get to Seaport Pumpkin Fest, man. Um, hold on a second. Hold on, Spooky Pumpkin Fest. Do I even have that? Let's see if I have that. I don't think I have it. Um, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, Spooky Pumpkin Fest. Okay. All right. So let's get to this is so okay, this is interesting. Fall Pumpkin Fest begins today. Canute. Okay. What is this? So it started on Friday actually. So okay. So all right. So let's see. So this started on Friday. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. I'll get back to it. So there's hold on a minute here. Let's get the okay, spooky Halloween pop-up. Let's get to that. So this is what you call eat and drink. And this is going to be part of a new segment that I didn't get a chance to introduce, which is called Munchies and Drinks. So there you have it right there. Munchies and Drinks is the new segment in regards to some eat and drink stories, and of course, restaurants for places to eat and drink. So here it is, right here. Here it is. Here it is. Let me get something else. So all right, so yes, spooky Halloween pop-up coming to Lower East Side's Lorley Beer Garden. Of course, feeling so thirsty, you can drink an entire pumpkin, a potion, or an IV bag. Look no further than the Lorry Beer Garden's haunted beer garden pop up already started on October 14th. At this haunted pop up, you can sample a variety of spooky drinks. The pumpkin keg is an actual pumpkin filled with 60 ounces of Southern Tier Brewing Company's Imperial Pumpkin Ale. Sip a magic potion margarita made with butterfly pea, pea powder, infused tequila, triple sec lemon and lime served in two potion bottles that create a plume of smoke when mixed. Order a bloody four bag and get an alcohol and no an actual four bag filled with rum, punch, and cherry juice. For a taste, consider the pumpkin spice cold brew martini or the pumpkin sangria bourbon cider. Warm up with the hot bourbon cider or um the glue the gla wine mulled wine. Enjoy the heated outdoor garden, street side seating or out indoor dining decorated with pumpkins, cobwebs, corpses hanging from the ceiling of possessed babies and more. Of course, it wouldn't be fun if I didn't play a little Halloween sound effect, would it? Let me just find it. Let me just find that shit, man. Hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second here. Let me just play this shit. The Halloween weekend event at Lowry Beer Garden on October 28th is a day of the Dead Party from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., in which guests will have the opportunity to to match the staff in getting their Halloween makeup done. Okay, there's more. Okay, there's more. Of course, there's more to this. Enter the Laurie Beer Garden costume contest on October 29th for a chance to place in the top three and win a gift card ranging from $50 to $250. Festivities on Halloween night, which is on October 31st, include happy hour until 10 p.m. and half-priced pumpkin keg refills until 8 p.m. So, Laurie Beer Garden is located at 7 Rivington Street. For more information, you can visit the website, which is www.laurelynyc.com, or make reservations through Receive. And let me give let me do a little bit of this. And of course there's more. Let's see what else can we it's more to this actually. If I'm not mistaken, let me just find out. Oh wait, let's get to another story in eating greet eating eating drinks. So let's get into another story right here. And we have all right, another eat and drink story is of course involving an Italian dessert from Angelina Bakery vending machine in the Gourmet District. So here we go. Ever walked by a vending machine and been bored by the choices? Are your taste buds craving something more than funyuns, dry cookies, and soda? Angelina Bakery recently unveiled its exclusive vending machine filled with homemade Italian desserts to the public. Of course, this is located at Angelina's Garment District location at 575 8th Avenue. Treats range from $5 to $10. Flavors cover a spectrum of everything from mango to Nutella to pistachio. The machine has over 100 items and is restocked daily. Featured desserts in the machine include the Angelina Pop cream puffs and cake puffs. The Angelina Pop are mini cakes available in four flavors like strawberry, tiramisu, pistachio, and caramel, and mango. In soda can packaging for $10. Cream puffs are $8, and cream flavored choices are chocolate, hazelnut, strawberry, chantilly, cream, and pistachio. Cake pops are $5 and are filled with either apricot jam, Nutella, or chocolate. We're thrilled to launch our new vending machine, giving customers a taste of new exclusive Angelina Bakery items on the go, said Tony Park, founder of Angelina Bakery. We're excited to offer them a range of Italian specialty desserts and treats in a convenient way throughout the day. Angelina's Bakery behind the machine offers handcraft pastries by Italian pastry chefs made fresh every day with quality ingredients. The location offers a transparent laboratory so visitors can physically see their pastries being created. In addition to the Garment District location, there is also a location of 1675 Broadway in Times Square. The vending machine is at the specific location for a limited time. It will move across the city soon. For extra information on Angelina Bakery and updates, visit the website angelinabakery.com. That's www.angelinabakery.com. Or even pop up into their Instagram at Angelina Bakery NYC. So follow them on Instagram. There you have it. Let's see what else. What else? I hope I ain't missed anything. Um, hope I ain't missed anything. Angelina Bakery. Hold on a second. Yeah. Um. Wait. Yeah. Seaport Pumpkin Fest. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. That's what I was trying to get at. Yes. That's what I was trying to get at too, man. Um. All right. So we have. So we have. All right. Here it is. So Pumpkin Fest, of course, it starts Saturday, October 29th from noon to 4 p.m. Of course, this includes pumpkin decorating, circus performances, hay wagon rides, costume contests, trick or treating at local businesses, spooky snacks, and bubbling brews, and more. So let's see. So Pumpkin Fest 2022 goes for festivities for the whole family, free activities, live performances, trick or treating at local businesses, spooky pop up shopping, and more. Of course, celebrate the fall season in a fun and festive way at the South Street Head House District's Pumpkin Fest 2022. Join us at the Head House Shambles on Saturday, October 29th for an afternoon of arts and crafts, um, copious amounts of candy plus portions and bites from neighborhood businesses. Oh, and don't forget pumpkins, and more pumpkins. Happenings. Free pumpkin decorating, circus performances, hay wagon rides, a costume contest, trick or treating at local businesses. Of course, more information to be announced. Spooky snacks and bubbling brews, face painting, and more. Of course, parking. Our sponsor, Target Park, has a parking garage located at 215 Lombard Street, just a few steps away from the Head House Shambles. And of course, candy, pick up a trick or treating map at Pumpkin Fest digital map coming soon. Our local businesses will be giving away Halloween candy thanks to our sponsor, Frankfurt Candy. And you can follow the South Street Head House District on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for more community events. Now, let's see. Let's see. Where are they even located? Hashtag South Street Philly. Um, Slightly off center. So this is in Philly. Okay. So this is in Philly. Okay, got it. Gotcha. Gotcha. Um, okay, so let me see if I covered everything. I said I was gonna cover most of the barbecue pits in a future episode. I'm not gonna get to every single one of them, so let me just wrap up here. Let me wrap up here right now before I even forget any of the top. No, I think we're straight. I think we're straight, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get up out of here, man. This is yeah, let's get up out of here right now, man. Hey man, um this has been an interesting episode 192. So very last segment on the night will be and you know the routine. You know the damn routine, which is stream choices on the go. Let's do this. You like what you heard in today's episode and previous episodes whatsoever, for you to catch up on all the episodes whatsoever, please feel free to show some love by following Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast on Facebook and Instagram, alongside with my other shows, Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, and of course, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast review show. And of course, you can also follow your homie G Money Stacks on the gram, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. And be sure to turn your notifications so you can actually see which episodes are going to be dropping. And as I put in the caption on the podcast show page, this episode will be dropped tomorrow. I know I haven't been able to post anything on Mondays and Wednesdays, but I had to make sure I post something for Fridays as well. So don't you worry. So there you have it. There you have it right there, man. And what we will do is we'll go over where we can actually we'll go over where you can actually see the link the link in bio right there is linktree slash G Money Stacks, where you can see um where you can listen and stream these episodes. Want to make sure that, oh shit, yeah, want to make sure that everything's all straight. So anyway, you can leave a voice. You feel free to leave a voice message for me too if you have any comments on what you heard in today's episode or any previous episodes as far as like the topics that we discussed. Um, Feel free to do that. You can do that on Anchor as well. You can leave a voice message on there as well. Which I added the link on there so you could actually leave a voice message on there so you don't have to go through all this hassle. But actually, I did add that in the link in bio as well. So speaking of link in bio, this is where you can listen to all the episodes that's been dropped, the new and previous episodes, starting with Anchor, Audacity, Audible, Audio Burst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podo Polo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Reason FM, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, and feel free to leave a 5-star rating on Podchaser, Podfriend, or even Apple Podcasts, whatever, and of course Spotify as well. A 5-star rating will be appreciated. And of course, you can listen to Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast episodes on Radio Public alongside with iHeartRadio, the #1 app for music, radio, and podcasts. Of course, make sure you follow my other two shows that's also on there as well, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, the sports edition show, and of course, my review show, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast review show, that's also on there as well. So make sure you subscribe to every streaming platform whatsoever that I just mentioned. Make sure you do that. And of course, last but not least, the YouTube. Make sure you grab that subscribe button for me and show your love by grabbing that subscribe button for me and clicking on that noni bell so you can be reminded when the show goes in the air via live stream. More video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes, with and leave a like and a comment along with the episodes and topics that's discussed. Of course, share the videos, share the episodes, download these episodes. Make sure you listen and stream, and of course, catch up on all the episodes on the YouTube channel page, which is G Money Stacks 555, with all the New York episodes on there, and make sure you tell a friend to another friend, and of course, be sure to share the podcast along with the link that says Linktree / G Money Stacks 555 on there as well. With your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your friends, and of course, the people you are cool with from work and wherever else where you meet them, and all that other great stuff whatsoever. Of course, you can even spread it to DJs, your fellow podcasters, radio personalities, and all that other stuff whatsoever. So there you have it right there, folks. That's gonna do it for me, man. I'm G Money Stacks. Thank you very much for listening, rocking, and hanging out with me on the 192nd episode. Of course, it's already titled the Mountain Dew Real Change Challenge. You get the gist of this shit, though, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, be sure to remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. You want something, you gotta earn it. New York wasn't built in a day. And also remember that follow your goals and dreams, and find something that makes you happy mentally, physically, and spiritually. That's why I made the mental health check-in segment, man. It's not just for myself. It's for you folks out there. You know what I'm saying? That's going through things. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the well-being of not just myself, but other people as well. So there you have it, though, man. And be sure to you know find your voice. Find your voice. Be confident in what you do. Be on your P's and Q's on a consistency basis. Creatively speaking, whether it's podcasting, whether it's radio personality, whether it's being a radio producer, whether it's at a Sirius XM or wherever you do your thing. You know what I'm saying? and also be sure to actually find something that clicks to you, that gets you into your zone. And alongside with that tunnel vision, you need tunnel vision to be more creative in your ideas and everything else. So don't worry about being a people pleaser and trying to please everybody in society, because at the end of the day, society blows, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I had to say it, man. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, I'm out of here. I'm off this shit. Thank you very much. I'll see y'all next time in the next episode, man. Peace and one love. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend and, of course, the new week that's coming up. Have a good night, folks.